Next, we have Shay Elias. Shay will talk about Supercharge security with generative AI. Shay is a customer engineer at Google, cloud security, cybersecurity expert with more than 20 years of leadership in technical experience, formerly the head of cybersecurity technologies in the ICT Authority and the CISO of CMA, Capital Market Authority.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Shay Elias. I'm a customer engineer in Google Cloud. I specialize in security, in cloud security and data protection. And today I want to talk to you about generative AI and how it can power up not only Google Cloud security products, but also the teams that will work with our products. So I want to start by talking a bit about the motivation. Being the head of cybersecurity technologies for almost 17 years before joining Google, I never recall a point in time where threats were on descent. Threats always on the rise. There were new technologies, new hunting groups, new methodologies, also old ones coming back to us as new. Which brings me to the next T, the toil. There is an endless job being done repeatedly by our security teams, upgrading devices, chasing predators, which never leaves time for us to take one step ahead of the attacker. We always one step behind the attacker. And the third T is the talent. There is a major lack in working hands in the security field. There are millions of jobs out there waiting to be fulfilled by working hands. So how can generative AI help us mitigate the three T's? Starting with the threats. We see a world where we can mitigate threats before they hit us. We see the patient zero attack, and then with Mandiant on the front line, and with Google Safe Browse installed on every Chrome browser on millions of devices, we can take steps to prevent threats from being expanded faster. The toil, we take extreme steps to automate and to streamline security. We even speak on a world where we can build a system and at the same time secure it. Good security configuration will be mitigated instantly into our cloud security products. And the talent, we see all of this as a way to scale talent up. Juniors will have great tools to interact much more fast with new technologies, and experienced analysts will have better tools to fine-tune the security they do. So AI and Google are not strange. We are a very strong player in the AI field for many, many years. What made possible the breakthrough that we did in generative AI and in teaching models to be more accurate is the transformer that Google developed back in 2017, which also stands for the T in GPT. And we did a very long way ever since with many milestones until we develop the Palm. Palm is a special LLM model that can learn from many parameters and many sources of data, and it can solve arithmetic problems. You can talk to him. It can answer complex questions. And on top of Palm, we build the SEC Palm. We understood very quickly that in order to create a good LLM model, we need to feed it up with security. And because of the fact that security has a special jargon, we took three main vectors to teach this LLM model. The first one is the massive presence of Google on the internet. We see a lot of the traffic on the internet. We are a major player on the internet. As a matter of fact, we have the world's largest private network on the internet, and we see pattern all the time. The next vector is Mandiant. Mandiant is our threat intel source. We have 15 years of data and reports on attacks, on methodologies, that we feed the PalmSec all the time. The third vector, and we can't do it without, are malwares and viruses and how they behave. VirusTotal, which is the world's biggest malware platform, also acquired by Google, is the third vector that is feeding the PalmSec, making it a very, very strong LLM model to help us interact with our security products. So we have on the left side all Google Cloud products, the Chronicle, the Mandiant, VirusTotal, OSS vulnerabilities, security GitHub repos that feeding the PalmSec. And on the other side, the PalmSec feeds our customers, our partner, and also our native security products. So if we take a look from the bottom up, we have the Vertex AI, which is Google platform to discover, build, and experiment and manage ML models. On top of it, we have the SecPalm, which is a specialized Google security large language model to train security incidents. And on top of that, we have all the security portfolio of Google. Google Chronicle, Security Command Center, VirusTotal, Mandiant, and many, many other tools that we use in Google Cloud using AI. So let's take a few examples on how these things come together. In this example, we can see a code snippet uploaded into VirusTotal. Oh, that's great. Well, we're supposed to see a code snippet that is being uploaded into VirusTotal, and none of the virus engines recognize it's a virus because they haven't seen it before. A virus engine always works on what happened in the past. He knows signatures, and he can classify viruses. This code snippet, never seen before by VirusTotal, is being tagged as OK. But VirusTotal Insights, based on the PalmSec, identifies that the code snippet goes to Gmail, take my credentials, and do something bad with it. The next scenario refers to Mandiant threat intel. In this example, we can see we can see a threat actor, a Ukraine threat actor, which Mandiant has over 3,000 articles on it. Instead of sit and read all these articles, I can get an AI summary that pinpoints the exact information I need in order to have the same parameters that I see here and compare them to an attack I see on my website and see if there are any familiarities with the attack. It saves a lot of time reading over and over articles. Chronicle AI is our SOC platform. One of the major issues when we deal with such platform is the learning curve. We need to learn how to use this kind of technology. I can talk to the Chronicle AI with my natural language. Find me all the files infected in the last 3 weeks. Chronicle AI will not only give me the result, but it also will give me the UDM and the Yara rule that I can use in order to extract this information. It's not only helps me to find what I need, it also narrows down the learning curve that I need to do in order to work with this kind of technologies. So new security professionals can start quickly and find what they want, while the other professionals in more advanced level can use this UDM and tweak it better to get better results. So we have a lot of incidents, and now we want to do something with it. So instead of writing Yara rules or UDM rules to do something repeatedly with our finding, I can tell Chronicle, when you see this and this alert, do ABC. And he will do whatever I want and also show me what is the right payload to do it if I want to write down the code myself. Last example for Chronicle AI refers to the SOC guys. When we have an ongoing event usually we feed it with more and more information from many teams that are involved in the case. So if I want to see a threat summary, I can go into the Chronicle AI and tell him to bring me a threat summary of everything that happened in the case. The case can start a week ago or a month ago, and I want to see only the summary of the things that interest me or the CISO of the organization. It's a very useful tool for the SOC guys. Security Command Center. The Security Command Center is the one-stop shop of everything that happens in the GCP environment. When we go to the cloud, we usually start working. We have a network that we created, a VM that we created, and suddenly we have a very big environment. And instead of installing agents and get all the logs to one place, Security Command Center does it for me. But the problem is that it has a lot of information. And I need to find this needle in a hashtag to see what is the attack vector that an attacker might take and gain control over my environment. Using generative AI inside the Security Command Center will give me the exact attack path that an attacker can gain access to my organization and help me spend my time on the things that's really important. Okay, so we started with the 3 T's, the threat, the toil, and the talent. And as I explained during this presentation, we have in each pillar the exact things that we can work with in order to narrow down the threat landscape, to narrow down the toil, and also to scale up talent. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shay. Maybe one quick question. We spoke about enhancing the talent and supporting the security analyst and automation. Do you see AI replacing security analysts anytime soon?
That's a great question, Barel. I really don't think so. I think that AI will be a very great tool for us to learn from. You know, if I come from the retail and I get a lot of information from the finance, it can be very nice to see more attack patterns, but I still need the human source to use this information correctly. So we not only that the human will be still very crucial in this operation, but also we need to find some tools how to deal with the information that the AI provides for us.
Thank you very much, Shay.